Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more.
Coming up, we'll see Bills head coach Sean McDermott as the former defensive coordinator looks to get the best of his old team. It's the Panthers in town to face the Bills. Week 15 is coming up next.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York.
Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 20 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw is Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
Touchdown! It's complete. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. So here come the Bills for their first goal on offense, led by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Now in his 4th season, it's Josh Allen.
Everyone come
Now a play fake here on first down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. This will go only as incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he gets us up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit. Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going. Good sign on the opening drive. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 12 carries, 87 yards. And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Breida, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On first down, it's Darnold. And Thomas has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Darnold throw complete there to Thomas. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Oh, a good move at the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So 4th and goal. Their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best moment.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain there for the Bills.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective get.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Baby, let's go. Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A first down throw, Darnold. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Breida. Oh, some strong running. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Throwing on first down is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think, touchdown, Bills!
Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the air. And the Bills, it's the final play of the third quarter. Taking the lead.
That's generally what quarterbacks don't want to lock in on the receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Back now in Buffalo. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A beautiful fake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Darnold on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
48 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
On first and 10, Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. To throw is Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Terrace Marshall.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets it up past the 35.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. That's taken in by Knox. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Allen. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got?
This is Breida. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Mike Ford.
Now it's Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Your trip is here, baby.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's Breida. And he's brought down.
174 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll try to run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they're going to get the timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me. Did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys, drop the mask up.